more the wholesome behavior than that. I know it's very much funny and cinema.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
We made it to the Maldives, and this is our room. It has direct access to the beach, which is just insane. I'm gonna show it to you in more detail tomorrow. And then you have to take in this bathroom. We have this super nice outdoor shower and an outdoor bathtub. This is just unreal. We just came back from dinner. We were at the Asian restaurant here. It was really good, but I'm so crazy tired. I think it's only 9, but I really need sleep. I'm all for the early nights, even though we're actually gonna watch one episode of White Lotus. And now I'm just braiding my hair. You actually should have seen it a minute ago because it exploded like crazy. I really looked like an insane person because yeah, when it's so humid, my hair always goes completely nuts. So keeping it nice and tight in braids. We're on our way to breakfast and I cannot wait. I love hotel breakfast. Morning, hi. Is it possible to order an omelette?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
You just want it?
The views here are just the best. How can this be our breakfast view? I can't. Okay, I need to share one of the most life-changing lessons I've learned, which is having a high-protein breakfast without fail. I really make sure to have that every single day because it has changed my life so crazy much, especially in terms of my hormones, balancing my nervous system, but also really preventing me from having this afternoon crash and also having this, you know, these snack attacks where you feel like you need something sweet. Since I really focused on having this super high protein breakfast, I don't have that anymore. It's so crazy and so nice. So I either have eggs or Greek yogurt or chia seeds. I have this super cute chia pudding here. Or I also really love to integrate some veggies. That's also really good. So veggies with protein, because it helps to balance our blood sugar, and that's exactly what helps us to feel full for longer. It also actually slows down aging, which I find super fascinating. And so what Jacob is doing right now, you're just having pure fruit for breakfast right now, and I've been saying to him, that's the worst you can do. Like having fruit on an empty stomach. So much better to first like have something really savory, really protein rich, and then have fruit, or combine the fruit with some yogurt. But anyways, I feel like men always have it easier because you don't really feel it so much in your hormones, I guess. But I definitely noticed a huge difference. I just ordered an omelette, and by the way, this reminds me, if you need breakfast inspiration, you know I have so many videos of what I eat in a day and so on. I'm on my way now to the sound healing, which I'm very excited for. Okay, wow, it was so incredible. I definitely want to go again. And this has been something in the last years especially, or like actually even just the last months, that I realized how big of a difference it makes to focus on calming your nervous system. And I think sound healing is probably by far one of the most incredible ways to do that. But also Yoga Nidra, maybe you heard me talk about it before, because I'm just such a huge fan of it, because it is so crazy powerful. I'm actually gonna link one of my favorite Yoga Nidra videos for you down below. It's also on YouTube. It's this girl, I think she's called Ellie, and she has the most insane voice. And I'm also gonna up here link a video for you about things that I've been doing in the last months to calm my nervous system and to lower cortisol, and just really powerful things to do. But wow, I feel like this was just the best thing ever. We're gonna go snorkeling now, and it's just so crazy that you can literally walk out of our room and you're in the water. For lunch I ordered a salad, filetto di manzo, and you as well. Some fruit for dessert. I've just put on this cute onesie from Alo Yoga, and seriously, I already got sunburned on my back. I'm trying to be so careful because I have really sensitive skin and very like dangerous, or like, I don't know if you say dangerous, but I have so many like moles on my skin that need to be checked constantly. So I need to take super good care. But yeah, definitely gotta put on more sunscreen tomorrow. And also I look preggo because I'm so bloated. I feel like when you're traveling, I don't know, at least for me, I'm always bloated because I think the stomach and the gut, it needs to get used to the new bacteria and so on. So yeah, need to suck it in and go to yoga now. There is a yoga class in an hour from now, but it's fully booked, which is such a shame. But I'm just gonna now try and find a nice spot to do just some yoga by myself, maybe some core work, and just getting a little bit of movement in, because that just makes me always feel my absolute best. I feel like when you're on vacation and you kind of have these days where you don't do anything and you're like, I'm on vacation, I'm just gonna chill. I don't know, I feel like it makes you feel so sluggish and tired, and yeah, I think it's super important to still do stuff that makes you feel good and still like motivate yourself. Let's see if we can find a nice spot. We're sitting right now at the beach watching the sunset. Not yet, but it's gonna be soon. And I'm having a glass of wine, which is a crazy exception. I haven't been drinking, I don't know, since when haven't I been drinking? Like over a year? Yeah. But the thing is, today I was really like, oh my god, I crave it so much because this is like the perfect place, the most beautiful setting. So why not just have a glass tonight? Like, you need to really find the balance in life, I think. So cheers. And it's full moon tonight.
That bread he's making there is so good.
Getting ready for bed now, and it's only 8:30. But seriously, I'm loving these early nights so much. I've been sleeping 9 hours last night and it just feels amazing. I think it's crazy how you can really feel how your whole nervous system relaxes when you're in nature. It's insane, like just being outside the whole day and grounding and walking barefoot, being in the sand and the water. It's just so healing for our body. Crazy. Looking scary. Good morning. I'm on my way to find Jacob. I think she's at the coffee bar, and then we're gonna go to breakfast. and I've just spent my morning creating content at the beach, and I'm so exhausted now. I usually film everything like 10 times. For example, if I do a yoga pose, I think I do it 10, 20, 100 times, like so often, until I feel like, okay, I have the perfect shot. And that is, by the way, such a good reminder that no one's life is as good as it looks online, because it's such a curated version. I mean, I can at least say that for myself, because I choose kind of like the best of the best, you know. So I'm actually really quite perfectionist, I have to say, which is sometimes a bit bad. And I feel like probably everyone is doing that, right? Like you take 100 selfies and then you post the one that you like. Really always remember with your social media consumption that it's not real life. That's really what I'm trying to tell myself, because otherwise I think it gets so toxic and you really just go crazy, right? Because you feel like everyone is so perfect and has the best life, but it's just not reality. It's a little perfectionated glimpse of reality. There is Jacob. Hi, love. I'm having a chamomile tea this morning. I just talked about how it's so important to remember with social media that no one's life is as good as it seems, right? It's such an obvious one, but I think it's still important to remind ourselves of that, because you forget it. I think our subconscious mind doesn't know. When we consume content, we think, oh wow, that person really looks like that and really has that life. But it's just a tiny perfected glimpse. And I think that's actually also...
We have a million problems.
We have a million, everyone struggles with so much, right? But most people don't really show. And I think it's also important though in regards to success, because so often I feel like, especially with social media, things seem like they just come naturally to some people and they just happen overnight, you know, like overnight success things. You feel like that's happening because you don't see all the work behind it. You should never compare yourself from where you're starting off, for example, with someone who's already further ahead in the journey, because you don't see where they started most often. We have no idea where they started from and also what it took them to get to where they are, right? Took them. Yeah. Okay, that's my wisdom for the morning. Over there you can see the sea villas, and I have to say that I so much prefer having the beach villa. And we also talked to a couple yesterday who's staying in one of the sea villas, and they said they now in hindsight would have also preferred a beach villa, because you're just directly at the ocean. You have your sunbeds at the beach, and they don't really have sunbeds. They can like jump into the water, but like not really lie on the beach. I mean, a minor downside, but still, if you are considering a trip to the Maldives or anywhere like that, make sure to book a beach villa. And they're actually also a little bit cheaper than the sea villas, which is quite interesting. But yeah, I would definitely recommend that. I ordered a white fish today with a salad. I do think I spent 90% of the time here reading. Right now, one day. This is for sure one of my favorite love novels ever, but I'm also gonna put a list down below with my favorite rom-com novels, but also self-development books. And this one is still for sure by far one of the best vacation beach reads. So I'm reading this one right now, and then also I have my Kindle with me, and this is, by the way, the biggest life hack to me ever, to buy a Kindle. I think it makes reading so much easier because you can just bring it everywhere. You have the library there where you can also download samples and try out books and get recommendations and so on. You can mark things and highlight stuff and then easily access it again. So it's really kind of like a little library for yourself. I find it so convenient. So if you don't have a Kindle, I highly recommend buying one. And in general, reading to me has been a really life-changing habit over the last years. I've always been reading a lot, also as a child, but especially starting to read these more self-development and growth kind of books has really progressed my life a lot, I feel like, and it's by far one of the best investments of time ever to spend minimum 30 minutes a day reading. I really think it's so powerful, both to grow but also for creativity and to express yourself. Definitely my favorite hobby in the world. Tell me something that is better than getting ready for dinner when you're on vacation. After a day on the beach, knowing you'll have food soon and just dressing up. Oh my god, this is the best. It's gonna be interesting how long my hair is lasting tonight. I, by the way, want to make a whole video about hair care soon because I have really been able to transform my hair a lot in the last months because my hair has been so crazy broken. I'm gonna show you pictures and you're gonna be like, what the fuck? But I took some crucial steps that I want to share with you in detail in a separate video. But to give you maybe like the 3 most important things. Number 1, hair oiling. I love to use the Fable and Mane hair oil. I'm gonna link it for you down below. Then sleeping on a silk pillow or with a silk bonnet around your hair, also really crucial. And then using a microfiber towel for after washing your hair. But just in general, really focusing on your scalp health. Maybe also massaging your scalp if you have the time, just like 2 to 5 minutes in the evening, for example. But yeah, I promise that video is gonna come soon. Something else I wanted to tell you is that I've been really consistent lately with using only, or as best as possible, okay, only is really not true, but as best as possible, clean products. So clean makeup. Okay, oh my god, now that I think about it, I'm not using clean shampoo or any clean hair products, to be honest, but I think it's always about trying as best as you can. So when there's no better alternative, then, oh my god, people here must think I'm completely crazy because I constantly walk around with my phone in my face. But anyways, so I think in general in life, we always want to try just as best as possible with the circumstances we're in. And there is simply no good clean hair care brand. If you know one, please let me know. But I feel like, no, it's just most of the time they're just really not that good compared to the non-clean ones, right? But I'm really trying to be consistent with makeup and not using fragrance. So that is really a huge one. Not using perfumes because that's just so easy to, yeah, stop doing, right? Okay, oh my god, the evenings here are just really so special. The wedding is over there. Okay, I'm gonna try and zoom in a little bit. But yeah, you can't really see that much. But okay, wow, how special to get married here. We were actually also considering doing like a very intimate wedding, just the 2 of us on vacation. But in the end, we decided to do it in Copenhagen this spring. But this is also really, really cool, I have to say. Hi, love. How nice. Tonight, the sunset is not as incredible, but it's still really, really magical. But today it's a bit cloudy. I feel like there's no bad sunset because every sunset is still so incredible here and now. And I feel like actually the best time is always after the sun has set. Then it gets really, really magical. My hair, by the way, it lasted what? Whole 5 minutes probably. We're at the Italian restaurant tonight and we're having some parmigiana. And then we chose 2 different pasta dishes and we also ordered some fish and meat. Just trying it all and it looks so good. Thank you so much, Shatsi.
Pumpkin and soup.
We're sharing a little dessert, having this, what was it, pumpkin muffin I think, and banana bread, and then this smoothie which is so good. It has, I think, cacao, banana, peanut butter,
Coconut.
Coconut. I think those things. So good. A shock. Oh wow.
It's a shock. Oh my god. Don't fall in love.
No.
Oh my god, it's a real shock. It's a big shock. It's like a tiger shock. So.
A tiger shock. I really think it's
Oh, one more!
Ooh.
So one more there as well.
So is it actually dangerous to swim here?
I think at night they come. During the day they go.
They actually look quite cute. They're over there. Right? Yeah.
I don't think they're dangerous. I don't know.
No.
Maybe it was a tiger shark, one of them. But there's so many fish here. It's like an aquarium.
Yeah, it really is. It's so cute. Jacob loves it. He's obsessed with animals. If I go into the water now, will it kill me?
No, probably
No?
not. Probably if you're trying to feed it,
Okay.
but like farther, like 7-8 feet away, it won't be dangerous.
Okay. We're back in the room and about to go to bed, and I want to show you how I do my heatless curls with this tool, the super thin curler, because it works so well, and I feel like the curls turn out so nice because they look quite natural, but still they're super curly. And this, by the way, is my hair with the humidity here. It looks so horrible, just so like dry, and I mean it is also quite dry. I'm still on my hair healing journey because you can really see from where it's not bleached anymore, it's so much healthier. I think bleaching really is the worst you can do to your hair. But I actually have a hairdresser appointment soon where I do want to get a few highlights again, but just a little bit, and definitely not as light anymore. So I want to go towards a dark blonde. But anyways, I'm putting in this Shu Uemura hair oil. I love this so much because it doesn't make your hair greasy at all, and it's actually also a heat protected. I mean, we're not gonna use heat now, but in general it's really good. I love all the Shu Uemura products. Also the hair mask, I'm gonna link for you down below my favorite hair mask, which I feel like has made such a huge difference in healing my hair. Okay, so I have separated my hair into these two sections, and now we're gonna put this one on top. I'm also gonna link this for you down below. I just bought it from Amazon, and just fixating it here on one side. And then we're gonna start in the front by taking one hair strand here and wrapping it around once. And now it gets just a tiny bit tricky. So now we're taking another strand of hair that we're now gonna put above the other one, but still like the other one is here. So kind of as if we're braiding the hair. And now we're gonna add a little bit of hair to our first strand and wrap it in front of the second one. Oh God, can you see? Yeah. By the way, avoiding heat as much as you possibly can is really also going to make the biggest difference to your hair. And I know it can be so challenging, especially if you have hair like mine that just, if I don't style it, it looks so shit. I cannot just let it be. But figuring out how to do heatless curl styles, really, it's gonna save so much of your hair. So really keeping that to an absolute minimum, that you use heat, and with an exception of blow drying actually. So I learned that blow drying your hair is actually better than letting it air dry, which is super crazy. I was really like, this can't be true, but I did a lot of research around it, and apparently it really is true. But of course you want to make sure that it's not like super duper high heat. So I try to do it like on low, very low heat when I blow dry my hair, and of course always using heat protectant. All done. Just fixating it with a hair tie in the very end. Now it's time to sleep. Good morning. Time to open the hair. It's 7 now, and I'm about to do a bit of yoga and maybe also go for a little morning swim. Let's see how it turned out. It's really nice. Also has this beach wave style. Oh, it's so perfect actually. I wish it would just last the whole day. Okay, let's go outside. I actually don't really feel like doing yoga right now. I could totally just lie at the beach. But I heard this in a Huberman Lab episode, which was so fascinating, about how it's so important that we constantly do things that we don't want to do and we do them anyways, because that strengthens this one area in the brain or this one muscle. I'm not sure exactly, but by repeatedly doing things you don't want to do, you really strengthen your resilience and willpower so much more, and it's much easier to be disciplined and do the things that you know are good for you, even when you don't feel like it. And so we are gonna do some yoga now, and I know that I'm gonna feel amazing afterwards, because I actually have really done so little yoga since we're here, and I can feel it especially in my back because I have scoliosis, and if I don't move my spine and especially also strengthen my spine regularly, my back pain starts to come back. Oh, it's raining a little bit. But yeah, anyways, I try to do minimum one thing every day that really sucks, that I don't want to do, like working out or taking a super cold shower or doing something really annoying, like, I don't know, calling the insurance or the bank, or, you know, like administrative stuff. I hate that so much. Or yeah, a number of things actually that I really hate. But it's, I think, really strengthening. I think I'm wrong. Wow, it's really raining now. But anyways, I just walked past the coffee bar and it smelled so nice, and I was like, okay, a coffee is gonna be my reward. I think it's also really good to reward yourself when you do something hard. Okay, I just realized I've been pretending like it's the worst thing in the world to do yoga on a morning in the Maldives, but of course this is so incredible. Look at this spot. So yeah, this probably doesn't count as my hard thing of the day. I probably have to do something worse. Wow, there definitely has to be a rainbow somewhere, because now it's actually raining quite a lot. I have to show you. Do you see? We're just walking home from lunch right now, and look at how blue this water is. My plan for the afternoon is reading and sleeping, and maybe a little bit of swimming.
Right.
Oh, animal.
Thank you. That's what I ate. I ate 2 steaks of cooked. Wow.
Thank you. So tonight we're at the Japanese restaurant, and the view is beautiful. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. Oops. That's more than we thought. Okay. So I basically didn't know that 1 mochi equals 3 mochis. So now we have 6 instead of 2. But it is super nice. I love mochi. So I think we can do it.
You think so?
Good morning, it's the next day and I'm sitting here, obviously in paradise. I made myself a cup of chamomile tea and went for a morning swim and getting some sunlight. I also just did a little bit of reading. And something I want to share with you that I've become aware even more the last days, because I feel like whenever you're on vacation or you really have time, you notice a lot more what's actually going on in your mind, at least for me. Because I feel like in your daily life, we're so busy, we're so much on autopilot that so often we don't even realize what is going on in our minds, right? And what I always notice is just how much I'm pulling myself down so often. And it's something I've been working on a lot already over the last years. And I think the first step is always to become aware, what am I actually saying about myself, towards myself? Because I know I'm just really so often being just super negative and not believing in myself. And so often I think we rely on our partner, our best friend, our mom, whoever, to believe in us and lift us up and just cheer us on. But the thing is, they will never ever care as much about your life and you living the life of your dreams and achieve the things you want to achieve than you. They might love you so much, but at the end of the day, it's you who's in your life and living your life, right? So to me, it's become so obvious that I really need to be the person that believes in myself the most and lifts myself up the most. And a few things that I think are crucial for that is, first of all, noticing your self-talk, becoming aware of it, and trying to shift it. So whenever you notice you're being super critical about yourself and just pulling yourself down, to question those things and be like, why? And also always ask yourself, why not me? When there's something you dream about or something you want, it's so easy for us to be like, but I don't deserve it, I'm not good enough. But then I want you to ask yourself, why not? Why not me? I'm just as capable as anyone else. It's about going for it and doing it anyway and believing that you can do it. And a few other things that I've really been trying very hard to implement is to not deflect compliments. So whenever someone says something nice, to not be like, oh, my hair, what? Oh, I don't like it at all today. No, we're gonna say, oh, thank you so much that you like my hair. That's so nice of you. And also, we're not talking negative about ourselves in front of other people. We're doing that already enough towards ourselves, which we're working on. But when we're talking to someone else, we don't want to say, oh my God, I'm so bad at this and I'm an idiot and I don't know why I did this and can you believe how stupid I am? And we don't want to do it. We don't want to do that because our subconscious mind listens to everything we say. So we really don't want to talk negatively about ourselves. Obviously you don't have to praise yourself in front of other people. I feel like that's also maybe a bit kind of weird. At least not saying negative things about ourselves. I really, really think our goal needs to be the one person in our life that is always there to stand on the sideline and cheer us on when the self-doubt creeps in, when we think, oh my God, what am I actually doing here? Find that voice in your mind that says, keep going, you can do it, you're so good, you've already come so far, I'm so proud of you. You are gonna achieve whatever you want to achieve because why not you? You can totally do it, okay? Let's promise ourselves that we're working really, really hard on finding that voice in our head and strengthening it and making sure it's louder than any self-doubt ever can be. Can we take another moment to appreciate this outdoor shower space? I need to show you how the water comes out of here because it's so nice. We love some good water pressure. I just showered and washed my hair, reading my book a little bit and enjoying our last evening here. Let's get ready for dinner. This is my current favorite foundation from Bare Minerals. And I'm using this concealer from Kosas. I bought it a little bit too dark. The shade, I think it could be a little bit lighter for my skin, but it still works quite well. Then going in with a setting powder, also from Bare Minerals. This is still my absolute favorite makeup product ever. It's this contour wand from Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, I actually need to open it a little bit. It's a bit messy to apply it, I have to say, because it gets quite greasy. But it works so well and looks so pretty because it doesn't just contour, but it also gives some kind of glow. Then I'm filling up my eyebrows also from Kosas. This pencil, it's really good because it's so fine. So you can really kind of create these little like hair strokes. Especially here, like in the center, I really need it. I don't know why, but somehow I lost all my hair here. And I'm considering doing microblading, I think it's called, but somehow I don't dare to do it because I heard that it then, once it starts fading, that it then gets kind of like even worse. So I think I'm gonna just stick with the pencil. Of course, we need some highlighter. This is my favorite one from MAC. I've been using it for so long, but I actually really hope I can find a good clean one to replace it. For the eyes, we're gonna use this Naked palette. This is still my favorite. I think I've been using this one, like not the exact same one, but the Naked palette since I'm like 16. I think they're honestly just the best. And always using the very light one. It's called Inhale in the inner corner of the eye. I need to try to relax my forehead. I'm always like raising my forehead, trying to relax it so we don't create any unnecessary wrinkles. Now I'm 30, now I really need to think about that. Okay, then I'm mixing the Hot Spell with Strike. Usually I would use a different brush, but I only brought this one. And I'm placing it into the crease of my eye. It's impossible to apply without raising the forehead. For the lips, I'm using this one from MAC, and it's a little bit of a mess because I only want to apply a little bit because then it's the perfect color. So what I do is that I just kind of tap it onto the lips, and then I go in with my finger and kind of apply it because it's a very strong color, so I don't want to have too much of it, but it's still quite a lot right now, so I need to blend it a bit more. And then I'm topping it with the Lip Perfector from Clarins. I actually got this from my sister-in-law and I love it so much. For my lashes, I'm using this mascara from Elia. This is by far the best clean mascara I have found ever. My favorite has always been the one from Bobbi Brown, but I actually really feel like this is almost as good, basically, like just, yeah, the same. Now over to the hair. I'm gonna apply this leave-in conditioner from Redken, which is also a heat protectant. And I, by the way, never brush my hair until it's dry, because that can really cause so much breakage. When it's wet, it's super fragile. So we just want to let it be until it's fully dry. I just got changed and I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do with my hair? Because nothing is gonna last anyways. But I think I'm just gonna go in a little bit with my Dyson Airwrap and do just very few curls. Okay, done. Okay, Jacob just wrote it's gonna be an amazing sunset tonight, so we really have to go and see it. Okay, we're running because Jacob said I'm gonna miss it. Oh, seriously, why does hair always take so long? Oh. Okay, wow. Today is definitely the best sunset, right? Still looks nice on the video, but not nearly as nice as in real life. That's always how it is, I think. Also last night the moon was orange, but on video again you couldn't see it as much. But wow, what a life, what a vacation. This was by far the best vacation of my entire life. I've never been on a better vacation because everything was incredible, right? The food, I mean the nature, the hotel doesn't have to do much for that because it's just insane. The villa was super nice. Definitely highly recommend getting a beach villa instead of like the, over there you can see the water villas. But yeah, overall, best birthday present of my life. It was so up early, right? And now our last dinner. Our favorite restaurant. I would say this was the favorite, right? Where it's like Middle Eastern, Indian kind of food. Even though I'm not so much into Indian, but I think it's also more the fish. Like the Japanese, yeah. Starting off with a salad.
I started with beer.
Alcohol free. And I always order my own dressing, some balsamic vinegar, to balance that blood sugar, and olive oil. This is perfect. For the main, we're having a steak, some gnocchi that we're gonna share. You also have steak, and here we have hummus, and also some bread, because bread is life. I actually feel like the food we've been eating hasn't been that unhealthy this week, right? Because it was a lot of fish, a lot of meat and so on. But the one thing where I definitely indulged was the bread. Right, what do you think? We haven't had so much dessert. We also had more of this healthy dessert that they had there with the banana bread and so. So actually not that much sugar. Yeah, but still like a lot of these like simple carbs. Yeah. We're back in our room, in our front yard at the beach and watching the stars, and it's surreal. I've never seen this many stars in my life. It's so fun doing star watching here. It's so nice. We are finishing our stay like we started it, with a new episode of White Lotus. So nice. Good morning. It's our last morning here. So time to go for a morning swim. Are you ready? Now doing my morning journaling, and I've realized I haven't filmed yet how I'm doing it, or I haven't shown you yet, because I'm still going really strong with it and doing it every day. Sometimes super short, where it's literally just writing down 3 things I'm grateful for, which takes like, I don't know, 30 seconds. But I do try to take a bit more time if possible to really also write down my current thoughts, writing down what's going on in my mind right now. I really believe it makes me feel so much better. And then the most powerful part is writing down your goals. That's something I really still so strongly believe that it makes a huge difference, because I think the reason behind it, that it really trains your subconscious mind to focus on what it is that you want, because then you keep it so present in your mind that all your actions and everything you see is gonna align with it, you know, because what we think about constantly is what we see around us, right? So we want to make sure that we don't forget about our goals and keep them so present to then also act accordingly. So yeah, still doing my journaling, gonna do a little bit now, and like, what a place to journal in the morning, but it's actually also quite hot. So yeah, I'm gonna start now. We're gonna do the wish tree now.
So each color has a different meaning. Yellow is for luck, red is for love, green is for health, and blue is for someone special.
That's so nice. Thank you so much. I'm gonna choose the blue, someone special. Really special wish. I hope I can share it with you soon whenever it has come true. That would be so nice. It's actually so nice to read other people's wishes. Someone wrote here that they wish that every person in the world is treated equally. That's really nice. Or I wish I could live here. Yeah, okay, me too. I also wish I could live here. here's another one with health and happiness for everyone, which makes me feel super selfish because I didn't wish anything for anyone else but for me. On our way to the seaplane, and I'm not ready to leave. I'm gonna end the vlog here. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you.